I'm here with Nigel Parkes of Mustang Survival, talking about the Atlas 190 DLX Life Jacket, which is packed with features and things that will make you far more comfortable when you need it. So Nigel, can you tell me some more about it, please?
Sure can, Mark. Thanks. So we've got the Atlas Life Jacket here. It's got some really smart little features like a metal buckle that's made out of very light aluminium, and it means that you can actually fasten it and refasten it when it's under a lot of tension. So it actually makes the wearing experience a lot more simple. The product features a cover that's really nice and supple, so it means that it's super comfy to wear, and the back sits absolutely miles away from your neck, and that's historically been a real problem with life jackets. You'll see that the front has got a zip that runs up. There's a little burst point on the front here, which is where the life jacket, when it inflates, comes out. We've got an inflated one here. And in this side, you can fit your PLBs. The opposite side, or the left-hand side, is where the cylinder is retained. And you just undo this little zip on the front, and you can see the status indicators so you know whether or not your product is ready. And the mechanism is fired by this capsule at the bottom automatically. As soon as you get in the water, boom, it inflates and turns out like this.
Now let's take a look at the inflated version that you have here. The first thing that you really notice is the hood.
That's right. So we've got the hood fitted here. It runs on these little fabric rails. And this piece of fabric here basically retains the hood down really nice and securely. And if you've ever been in the shower before and looked up at the shower rose and tried to breathe, you know what it's like. It's horrendous having all that wind, all that water coming into your face. The hood is absolutely essential. We've got this hoop in the front that helps stop all the buffeting, and it creates this really nice cocooned environment for you inside. Shields you from the weather. The bladder's quite unique. So it's got this sort of open neck design, and it inflates just above your chest. But it doesn't, like more historic products, inflate underneath your chin. It allows you to be able to be in a much more relaxed pose, if you like. Underneath the hood, you'll see that there's this little pillow that inflates behind the head. So that little pillow actually offers your head a little bit of lateral protection. So if you were unconscious, for example, you got hypothermic, and you start to sort of lull, that pillow will prevent your head from going too far and you rotating inside the product. The hood, you'll also see, doesn't actually fall off the back of the product. It seems crazy, but if you ever take the hood off and you need to shout for help or whatever, and you need to put the hood back on, it's just there, so you can reach it and read on it. We touched on PLBs, loads of integration, about 11 different types of PLBs we can fit in this product, and they attach to this fabric bracket at the front. So there are some slots. The longer ones, I think there's one called the PLB, it's quite a long product, but that fits comfortably inside the Atlas and very securely on the front.
And also, just looking here, that strap, the lifting point, it is one of those things, when you're in a rescue, people forget that the conditions are going to be horrendous, and getting back on a yacht is not simple. This strap looks like it means business.
Absolutely. So we've got a locator that means that it's always in the front. So when you're floating in the water, that lifting bucket is presented for it to be easily grabbed, and that is fastened directly down onto the harness, which means that it's super strong and enables a casualty to be lifted back on board.
When you're servicing and repacking these, it can seem complicated, but the shape of this looks like it's actually quite intuitive.
I'd completely forgotten about that. You're absolutely right. On the back, we've also got the folding instructions marked. One of the things that we found really critical was actually to make it very simple for you to do. So you literally just fold the bottom up, and it's two folds. And what happens then is, because we're not compressing the product too much, it keeps it really nice and supple, enhancing your comfort, making sure that you want to wear it and wear it all day long, so that actually saves you.
And also at night, during daytime, this is a really nice bright colour. But if someone's scanning around with a torch at night, those reflective pads on the top are just really going to highlight where you are.
Yeah, so obviously when you're floating in the water, you've got the buoyancy that's here. The retro tape is pretty much at the highest bit. We've got lots of volume here because that's all about the self-righting performance. We've got an extended back, again featuring reflective tape as well, so you can be seen from 360 degrees. If you were having a DLX version, which this one is, we've had to remove the light, unfortunately, because of shipping it into Europe. But normally you'd have a personal locating light fitted just here. Again, it's mounted really high up on the bladder, so you get maximised that 360 visibility.
Well, Nigel, it's fantastic to see this, and also just how you and Mustang Survival are looking at what happens in those worst case scenarios and making a situation at sea better than it otherwise could be.
I hope so, absolutely. It's all about the little things, but to be honest, the bit that we're most pleased with is the comfort, the all-day comfort. As I said just a minute ago, if you're not wearing it, it's not going to do its job. So we want people to be able to wear them all day long.
Well, Nigel, many thanks indeed for your time.